Bam! How you all doing? I'm here at Made Restaurant in downtown Sarasota, and we're gonna go inside and have a whiskey tasting, a tutorial, if you will. You give us the ins and outs of the difference between the two, bourbon and whiskey. And trust me, there's a difference. And you know who used to drink whiskey? The Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra. Oh yes, Kat, let me tell you right now, I'm Sammy, and Sammy will tell you Frank loved Jack Daniels. He loved Jack Daniels. This is his drink of choice. The Candyman can. So come with me and let's have some fun and let's see what we can find out inside Made. Let's go. So I told you that we were going to come in here and do a whiskey and bourbon tasting. So I'm here with my man Nick Vaccaro, and he's an aficionado,
yes, sir.
if you will, an
yes,
expert
sir.
on
yes,
whiskey
sir.
and bourbon. He's going to explain the difference between the two of them for us, you know, especially me. I love bourbon or whiskey in the winter. In the summer, I drink, you know, vodka, you know, or gin, mainly vodka. But don't let this represent what we do. Okay, so definitely, man, I appreciate you taking the time with us.
Appreciate you guys having me. Thank you very
us.
much.
So you have an array or an assortment of whiskey and bourbons here.
Yeah, man, we literally here at Made Restaurant, you know, we built up so many different. Our back bar has gone from 60 bottles to 230, and I focus mainly on whiskey because it's so hot right now, especially bourbon. I mean, who doesn't like bourbon? It's the thing. It's the one spirit of our country, you know, that represents our country better than anything.
And it's nice in the winter, man.
Oh,
it's nice
warms
and
you
warm.
up,
exactly,
man. Come
exactly.
on now.
Sit by a nice fire.
Nothing better.
You know, exactly.
There's
a nice
nothing better.
stogie.
Dude, I'm
and
telling you. I'm telling you. So, literally right here, we just have a couple rye whiskeys, a couple bourbons, and then finish off with one of my favorite cognacs that we carry behind the bar. So pretty much, to get down to it, bourbons have to be made in the United States, 51% corn, and then rye, and then obviously aged in new oak barrels, charred new oak barrels, whereas rye whiskeys have to be made with 51% rye, and then have to be charred in new American oak barrels. So those are the difference, and those are the two hottest whiskeys I think in this country right now. I mean, obviously you have your Jack Daniels, which is my personal favorite.
There we go,
I mean,
man.
who doesn't like a little Jack Daniels every now and then?
Let me ask you a question. Now, you said whiskey is in Tennessee and bourbon is in Kentucky, or
No.
Okay,
That's a common misconception. Whiskey can be made anywhere.
Okay.
Honestly, it's made in people's bathrooms. People do it in their backyard. But I think the one misconception is that all bourbons come from Kentucky, which is not true at all. Bourbons, they have to be made in the United States. 51% corn, like I said, aged in charred new American oak barrels. Those are three of the rules. Can't go into the barrel at any higher than 125 proof, and can't be bottled at anything less than 80 proof.
Wow.
So while it's in the maturation process of the barrel, you know, the proof does go down. So yes, that's pretty much it. That's a common misconception.
We have here a snifter and we have a rocks glass.
Yes,
now,
sir.
can you explain, you know, how these two work in terms of?
So pretty much. I mean, I've seen people drink anything in snifters. Pretty much just gives it a better nose. For me, I mean, it lets that cognac open up. I mean, usually this is what we have. We have the 1738 in both the snifters, and then our bourbon, our Buffalo Trace is actually in the rocks glass. Not because they're different, but I just find that the nose on the Remy is just so much stronger and so much I get so many different things out of it, and I don't think we would be able to get this if it was served in a rocks glass. So honestly, I think there's certain things that it's all personal preference. I think anybody that judges, if you want your Remy with Coke, you should be able to have your Remy with Coke, man. You're paying that much money. If you want your Remy in a snifter, get your Remy in a snifter.
See, I'm kind of against that, man.
All right.
I'm a traditionalist, so I'm like, because say cognac, you know, Remy and so on, goes through an aging process, and it takes, you know, a while for it to become what it becomes. Okay, it shouldn't be broken down, man. It shouldn't be messed with. You shouldn't be throwing pineapple juice or Coke in it or whatever. Now a Coke back or a water back. Now
I understand.
Granted, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my opinion, right? You know, my personal preference. I think it should be served neat
or maybe with, you know, on the rocks, or a large rock.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I'm the same way. I think that I like my whiskey a certain way, either neat or on a big rock. I don't really like to ruin it. I shouldn't even say ruin it. I don't like to change the flavor of it.
Exactly.
You got to respect the process of where it came from. I mean, this came from France. It was
My
aged
sentiments,
in
exactly.
a limousine oak. So it's like, I understand totally. But at the same time, I think we live in a day where not everybody
Follows the rules.
follows the rules. And if you're paying $16 a pour for something, you do whatever you want as long as you come back for business.
But thank you so very much, brother.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
You are
Cheers to
the
that.
man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it,
My
guys.
man is hot, hip and happening. Trust me.
Thank
All
you,
right,
thank
brother.
you, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're the man.
Cheers.